believe that the music video is a reimagining of the story of Judas's betrayal of Jesus Christ. In Christianity, Judas was a follower of Jesus until he was offered a sum of money by Jesus' enemy to reveal who Jesus was. In the music video, the exchange of money is seen around the 3-minute mark. Hi, it's been a while and I'm finally back. If you did not know or did not read my YouTube community post, recently my TikTok account has been banned. I don't know why, but the reason why I have not been posting new videos is because I've been trying to get my TikTok account back first, because I used to post videos simultaneously on both platforms, but it seems like I have no hope now. So yeah, that platform is the first place where I started making this song analysis video, so it means a lot to me and I feel like I've been stabbed in the back. I don't know, I feel betrayed. But since we're talking about betrayal, on today's song analysis we're gonna talk about Lower or Lower One's Eyes by Nulun. I think this was supposed to be a commissioned song for Night Court in Project Sekai, and they have a music video for it, but the flower version, the music video for that is so good, so we're gonna talk about that. Not gonna lie, when I first watched this video, all I can think about is one word. Girl! Because there are moments where there's this white-haired witch lady who is dancing with somewhat of a male figure, and then there's this girl, a black-haired girl, who is visibly looking pissed when that happens, and then when she's the one dancing with the white-haired witch lady, she is blushing, and the other girl is also blushing, and they're hugging, and they're I don't know, I don't know. Seems fruity to me. And the lyrics screams closeted flop girl lesbian to me. I don't have any word to describe it. Look at this. I forced down my heart's desires that I wanted to follow so I wouldn't spit them out. I didn't know how long to go for or how far can we go. If you will stay here with me, if I could just keep you from leaving, you could still be saved from this feeling no one else knows. I don't know. Fruity. But that was before I read this comment from Vocaloid Lyrics Wiki by Blue Salmon? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. This is a comment. I believe that the music video is a reimagining of the story of Judas's betrayal of Jesus Christ. In Christianity, Judas was a follower of Jesus until he was offered a sum of money by Jesus' enemy to reveal who Jesus was. In the music video, the exchange of money is seen around the 3-minute mark. Okay, first of all, I'm not Christian, so I do not know anything about Judas, the betrayals and everything. Sorry, I'm so sorry if I pronounced it wrong. But I did my research and I'm gonna try telling it very simplified to those of you who also did not know. We're gonna talk about the music video first and then we're gonna connect them to the lyrics. From the get-go, from the start of the music video, you're gonna see this white-haired witch lady getting pulled with the rope in front of a crowd, and then they're tied into a bunch of wood, which clearly depicts someone that is about to be publicly executed. And I think since she's a witch, the scene kind of leads to her being burned alive, because it's a common thing back then. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I have gathered, Jesus used to have 12 trusted disciples, and one of them is Judas. From the music video here, I think we can conclude that the white-haired witch lady plays the role of the Jesus in the story, because I think she's the mentor, the teacher, the leader, while the main girl, the one with the black hair that you're gonna see a lot, let's call her the main girl, I think she is going to play the role of Judas. There's also a scene where they show a bunch of other girls dressed like this black-haired girl, the main girl, which kind of depicts other disciples to me, and the one dressed differently is the white-haired witch lady. Now next, there's a scene where they show this main girl, the black-haired girl, paired with a flower, which I'm not really sure what that is, but I think it's similar to Chinese plum blossom flower. Correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not a flower expert, but this flower flower seems to symbolize perseverance because of how they can still like blossom in the winter. While for the white-haired witch lady, the flower that is paired with her are white lilies, which is like chosen a lot for weddings and funerals. But it also symbolizes purity, which is depicted in the next scenes, where it seems like this lady is very nice and kind. Like she helps a lot of people and cure them, I think. And yeah, I think she looks like a really kind-hearted and good person. Now, this is where it gets fruity. The next scene, it seems like the white-haired witch lady is being asked to dance by this man. And then this black-haired main girl, like her expression just shows how she does not like what she sees. And there's even like a split second in this scene where like the ones dancing is not her with the man, but it changed to the white-haired witch lady with herself. It's like saying she wants to be that man. She wants to be the one dancing with her, like her that should be me moment. Now up till here, you might see it as like a one-sided love story. And by love here, like you can interpret them as like anything platonic, romantic. But yeah, the next scene, it shows the two of them in front of like a beach, and it seems like they're having some kind of private talk. I don't know, the scenery looks kind of perfect for a confession scene, but what kind of confession? We don't know. What we know and what we can see is that this white-haired witch lady is pulling this black-haired girl into her, and like they're like dancing together. She embraced her and she's blushing. She looks visibly shocked, as if like she does not believe that she accepts her as what? We don't know. But yeah, up till here, everything seems to go well. In the next scene, you can see that this main girl is like in a small alleyway, and there you can see like posters, and I cannot read the letters there, but you can see that there's a symbol of like a witch hat, and there's like an X there, which is pretty obvious. Like it seems like the witch is not accepted in the society yet. A lot of people are hating on her, dislikes her. But the thing is, this black-haired main girl, who is supposed to be her disciple, walks out of that alleyway holding a book, and that book has a cover with the same like drawings and same design as the poster, the anti-witch posters. And from here, you might already be able to guess that she basically betrays the white-haired witch lady. Now the next scene does not make it any better, because here's a little detail that I catch. The next scene shows this white-haired witch lady who seems to be surrounded by white doves, while the black-haired main girl is the one holding the cage. And when I look up what does letting go of white doves mean, here's what I found. In funerals, releasing doves helps to begin the grieving process. The letting go of doves signifies the letting go of the loved one. I don't know, maybe she loves her. She loved her. But at this point, it's pretty obvious that there's like a change of side, a change of heart happening. Okay, sorry for the sudden change of hair and outfit. As I was editing this, I have something I wanted to add, because I found out that this scene probably refers to the meal of the Last Supper. In the meal of the Last Supper, Jesus said that one of you will betray me, which is referring to Judas. And then after that, Judas leaves the room and goes into the Roman authorities, who are looking to arrest Jesus. And then, just like what I said before, he betrayed him for money, so he accepts a bribe of 30 silver and agrees to take them to Jesus. Which probably explains here why the white-haired witch lady like points her finger out to the black-haired girl. As we can see after that, the black-haired girl does not look okay at all. She looks like panicked, like bothered, since this was happening in front of other disciples too. She is also shown in the music video holding this anti-witch book while that happened, and somehow like the hands that touched it has this red thingy, which I think represents like her guilt, and it seems like a blood stain that just won't come off. It's like as she ran away, it just spreads like to her hair, to her outfit. After this, just like Judas, we see her running away, probably to inform anyone who's looking for the witch lady, which is why I think this is kind of an important scene to highlight, because aside from the 3-minute mark we talked about earlier, where the money transaction happens, I think this scene signifies like her transformation, like her betrayal
betrayal. Because if you look at her outfits, it has like a sleeve with the yellow tone, like just a little on the elbow. But like after this scene, she wears like a yellow hoodie, and after that, yellow becomes like her main color in her color palette, like it dominates her. And not so coincidentally, yellow is also known as the color of betrayal. Now back to the Judas and Jesus story. Judas knew that Jesus and the disciples would go to a garden near Jerusalem, and so he led the soldiers there. And to identify which is which, because they didn't know which one is the Jesus or like the other disciples, he said, "Whoever it is I kiss, he's the one. Take him into custody and lead him away under guard." Like this is some kind of a sign they agreed to beforehand to identify which one is Jesus. But in this story, just like Blue Salmon's theory, the kiss is equivalent to the black-haired girl inviting the white-haired witch lady to a dance. Because we can see that it ends with the white-haired witch lady being caught and burned alive, just like how this particular betrayal leads to the crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
And the sweetest thing is that the white-haired witch lady welcomes her with open arms, but the intention of the black-haired main girl is different. This scene is like one of my favorite because it is so poetic. Like it kind of depicts three different scenes to me, like three different situations. The first one is where this like black-haired main girl asking the white-haired witch lady to dance, but since she is wearing the yellow hoodie, this kind of depicts that this is like the present, this is the reality of what is happening right now. While the other scene kind of depicts like the good old days because she's seen without like the yellow hoodie, and like the location, the background is like in the hallway, like the previous dance scene where they were before. And the last one is where this black-haired main girl is dancing with a skeleton, which kind of depicts like the future, where this white-haired witch lady will be executed. And why it's poetic to me is because I think no matter how evil you are, I think to betray someone who's been like so nice to you, like nothing but nice to you, is like really hard, because like in the end of the day, like we're all humans and there will be conflicting feelings involved. So yeah, I think this is what this black-haired main girl is like experiencing right now. The sad thing is, like in the first dance scene where this white-haired witch lady is dancing with like a man, there's like a split second where this black-haired main girl is like having that should be me moment, where instead of that man, it was her who's dancing with the witch lady, depicting that that is what her heart wants. But like in the last dance scene, the split second that is shown is like this black-haired main girl like strangling the white-haired witch lady, which kind of shows that now her intention is to K-word her. And so the music video ends with this white-haired witch lady getting burned alive, publicly executed. And just like the start of the song, where the lyrics said, "As the curtains raising up, we'll leave this quiet meeting place and bid farewell." And she bows down just like she's just finished a show, and she disappeared. The end. Now, let's get into the lyrics. If we look back and try to like notice, turns out like since the very beginning of the music video, the anti-witch book is already shown like from the very start, which kind of made me realize that since before I see this as like a closeted lesbian, now I see it in a different light. Like maybe when the lyric says like I forced down my heart's desires that I wanted to follow so I wouldn't spit them out. It might not be like a hidden romantic feeling, it might just be like her beliefs. Like from the very start, maybe she is anti-witch, like she was hiding it, not because like it's a feeling she does not want anyone to know, but like she can't let anyone know. If this black-haired main girl is an anti-witch from the beginning, I think what's contradictory in this like lyrics is like the chorus, because the chorus is like saying things like we are to be separated, if we are to lose our way, I'll make sure we'll be connected again, like I want to save you, la 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 la. Which I think there's only one explanation to this, and that is that the chorus chorus, especially the first and second one, is being said from the white-haired witch lady to the black-haired girl. Why? Well, remember when I said there's like this scene where they're like in front of a beach, where I said they have like a private talk, where I said it's like a very perfect scenery for confession. It might be a confession, but it's not a love confession. It might be like a moment where this white-haired witch lady found out that the black-haired main girl is different. She has a different beliefs, which is why the chorus is like the white-haired witch lady responding to that. Like she's saying that even if we are separated, even if we are to lose our way, I'll make sure we'll be connected again. Since the topic is not far from like religion, I think this can be seen in a way like wanting to make sure this person you care about to not like go down the wrong path, to not lose their way, to still have faith, like comforting someone. I don't know, but you know, those kind of stuff. Especially when the next part says like, if you will stay here with me, if I could just keep you from leaving, you could still be saved from this feeling no one else knows. It's like she wants to save her from whatever teachings she has now that is telling her to hate on like other teachings. And I believe the scene in the music video depicts it perfectly, because it shows how after hearing that, instead of being mad, she still accepts her, and like she even says you can still be saved by this feeling no one else knows, which to me basically sounds like it's okay, I won't tell anyone, I won't tell other disciples about this, let's just stay, let's not leave. Like if you stay with me, I could help you, I could save you. Again, the scene depicts this white-haired lady embracing her, pulling her into her arms, they're dancing, and then they're blushing. And blushing here I think could be like interpreted as them being finally like true to themselves, being true to each other, which is why the facial expression of the black-haired girl is like visibly shocked, but like also crying. She's like touched, because why would she still accept me? Like why would she instead like say like, I will save you, don't worry. Like I think this is a moment where this black-haired girl finally had a change of heart, because there's a lyric that says, I don't know where to start, I don't know what I've lost sight of, I'm not sure so I don't move from the spot, which then showed a scene where everyone, like other disciples, is running, like moving forward, and she is like in the rain and she just stays there, because like maybe at this point she does not know what's right and what's wrong anymore. Like she started as like this anti-witch, and then like when she kind of confessed, she was like, it's okay, don't worry about it. Like she basically doubts herself mixed with guilt and everything, and yeah, she does not move until the white-haired witch lady like came and like pulled her. Like she was the catalyst to her change of heart. And like there's a repeated theme in the chorus where like she says things like, I'll make sure we escape this time, no matter how many times it takes, so that we may protect our hearts so no one steals them away. Let's entrust them to each other. You can lean on me. The chorus being said from the white-haired witch lady to the black-haired main girl is like my theory. But what confirms this to me is because the white-haired witch lady in the music video kind of like whispers to the black-haired main girl, saying the lyrics that says, let's get out of here before this place busts open, which is in line with the chorus. And basically, a lot of the things that she says is essentially that she wants to protect her, she wants to save her, she wants to escape with her. It's like she knows that the black-haired main girl had a change of heart, which is why she says that she wants to escape with them so that we may protect our hearts so no one steals them away, is that she wants this black-haired girl to be true to herself and like have her own decisions. So maybe she will be free from indoctrination, from this, I don't know, other religion, other teachings that tells her to hate on others. But yeah, as we know, in the end, the black-haired main girl still chooses to betray her. Probably not because she believes the anti-witch sect more, but because of the guilt, because there's a lyric that says, how much longer will this last? Like, she cannot take it anymore, she just wants it to be over. And like, I think the biggest reason why she chose the anti-witch sect is because of her guilt. Because of that red thing I show you, it's like a blood stain that will not come off. She cannot just like come back to her and act like she did not betray her. And then that's what makes her decide, you know what, I shouldn't be a hypocrite, I don't deserve to be here, I don't deserve to be her disciple. And so she chose that path. So she might as well just be a villain that she thinks she is. And while I said the first and the second chorus is from the white-haired witch lady to the black-haired girl, I think in the last chorus it's different, because in the like first and second dance scene, the one like initiating the dance is the white-haired witch lady, but like in the last dance it was this black-haired girl, which is why I think the last chorus is actually now reversed. It's from the black-haired girl to the white-haired witch lady, because there's a little difference in the lyrics. And like the very last sentence, she says something like, I'll make sure this feeling no one else knows, everything I live for is right, which I think could be interpreted in like two ways. First of all is like, this time she's trying to tell the witch lady that even if I'm doing this secret feeling, this secret betrayal that she has, I'm gonna make sure that at least I'm doing the right thing, which I think isn't something that the witch lady is against, because like she wants to free her, I guess she wants to save her. But also I think it could be like interpreted as like her saying that even if they have to be separated, she's there to tell her one last time that at least this feeling no one else knows is right, at least like her feelings is true. Yeah, again, every song, as I always said, I don't know if like what I blabber here is like the truth or not, if like the author has like mentioned something, or like there's like a connection to a certain book or like a certain history or even Bible. One of the fun things about songs is that it's art, it's free for interpretation, and yeah, you too can like have your own meaning. I also heard that the Nego version of this is written for a Mizuki event, and I think that's really perfect. Like, it fits them so much, because if we're talking about the Proseka character who a state of suppressing their own identity, I think like it's Mizuki. Oh, which also, fun fact, in the lower cover like Proseka version, I saw a tweet that says like if you like put it upside down, you'll see that there's a square in the middle, right? It's actually a phone, and like if you like up the contrast or like edit them in some way, you can see that in like those square there's like chats, and like the text kind of reveal a dialogue from the story. But I haven't read the story though, so I cannot confirm, and I don't know if this is true or not. I just find it, if it's true, like it's a really cool Easter egg to find, because I tried editing them and I didn't find anything. But yeah, for now that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.